Hello, everyone. Hope you all are doing great and happy Friday. Welcome to our session Meet the Global Leader. This webinar is organized by a very impressive and prominent non-profit organization, which is called School of Entrepreneurship Development, based in Bangladesh, but we operate all around the world. This organization is actually a concern of Enterprise 360 Limited, which is a management consultancy firm doing business all over the world. And the objective of this session is all about, like helping and assisting students with information and connecting them with resources, and as well as the main vision is to create entrepreneurial mindset among youths. So we invite a lot of professionals around the world to share their journey from their student life to the person there right now, to give them an insight, and it actually creates awareness among students that what are the skills necessary to do good in professional sector, and what are the lessons that people are having or experiencing around the world. So today we have invited Miss Nika. She's from Slovenia. So you're the first guest of our webinar from Slovenia. So congratulations and welcome to our
Thank
session.
you.
How are you?
It's a big pleasure to be here, and I'm very happy that you have invited me to be the first guest speaker and also from Slovenia.
Yeah.
So, yeah, very happy to be
So,
here and
the
looking
interesting
forward.
part, this is just a webinar, but actually, if you see it in a metaphorical way, that it's a connection between Bangladesh and Slovenia. So through that, we are creating that connection. So tell us in brief about yourself.
Yeah, so currently I'm a partnerships and events lead at Social Impact Award, where we are actually, I will always like to say, opening the door to young people into the field of social entrepreneurship. Um, of course, there I'm in charge of international partnerships and all of our events that happen worldwide. Yeah, but more about the story. How did I arrive here? I think we're gonna talk more about that later. So yeah.
Definitely, and this is a very interesting topic to know, explore more about social entrepreneurship. So, if I take you back to your student life, as you know, like our main audience, they're students currently studying at the universities. So, how was your student life, and what did you do apart from your study that actually shaped you, the person, or the person you are right now? How did your student life shaped you or helped you in different way? If you share about your student life, some interesting stories and skills development stories as well.
Yeah, of course. It's actually a very funny story. I always say that my career journey is a journey of small and amazing coincidences that happened, because actually the first shift that happened and turned me into the direction where I'm today was the chance that I got. I always love to bake cakes. I'm a huge fan. I always like to create, and my friends know that I bake a lot because I bake for all of them. And one smaller project popped up in Koper. This is the city where I was studying, and it was basically a festival of wine and chocolate. And one of my friends approached me, "Hey, Nika, you know how to bake cakes. Would you like to be a part of this project?" And I said, "Yeah, of course, why not?" And this is how I started working on projects. So next year, I took over basically this whole project and also a lot of others. I became a secretary for extracurricular activities uh, at the um, at the student organization of our university. Then this led me to candidate for being the president of student council of the university, which I became, and this is how the whole journey started.
So
So
maybe
yeah,
not the president of the
coincidences.
country, maybe not the president of the country, but like being the president of an organization. How did you feel during that time, and how actually the ownership or responsibilities? How
Yeah,
was your
exactly.
experience, like being the president and the skills that you developed during that role you played back then? So can you share your experience and the
Yeah, of
skills that
course.
you developed through that activities?
Of course. At first, I have to say that I always, try to grab the chances when I get them, even if I may not feel 100% prepared. And besides that, I always say that never in life you can be 100% prepared for anything. So I would just say, first of all, when you see and recognize a chance or an opportunity, take it, because it rarely happens that it will come to you twice. So do it. Do it. And if you see that it's not for you, you can still say, thank you, I tried, but it's not for me. But take the opportunities that come your way. And yeah, this basically happened for me. I got the chance and I said, I have never thought of becoming a president of student council of the university, but here is the chance. Why not? I can try. I will see even if I win or not, the elections. And in fact, then I did a lot of skills. Of course, I learned also by doing various things, so there is, it may seem at moments a bit scary, but you always have people who help you along the way. And as long as you have your friends and your colleagues behind you and besides you, you can do anything. And what I wanted to say is that, yeah, just take the opportunities that come your way. And of course, for me, when I got into this role, it was, on one hand, I was very grateful that the other students gave me this responsibility, to make decisions in their voice, basically. So of course, I tried to listen as much as possible and to create other events and opportunities that would benefit them.
Great. And after your, like graduation, so how did your professional careers start? If you shared the journey of your professional career.
Yeah, basically, it was also my career that started already during the studies, because by a profession, I am a translator, which may not be very much aligned with the path I am on today of social entrepreneurship. So basically, yeah, because of all the projects that I led and everything, the company that gave me my first job recognized my work, and I received a call. Hey, would you like to work for us? And I was like, oh, where did you find me? Because they were from Ljubljana and not from my city. And I was like, okay, let's talk more about this. And we had a couple of conversations. And then I said, okay, why not? Here is another opportunity. Let's try. If I won't like it, I can always say I tried and move on to the next challenge. So again, it was my first job was, working a lot of project management, product management, and it was a bit of an unknown field for me because, being a translator, I have never really dealt with that. But I said, why not? I have the opportunity. Let's try and see. And yeah, it turned out that this was a right choice for me and the right bet to step on.
Perfect. So, did you think that your involvement with other activities, extracurricular activities, helped you during your career when you started your career, and the tasks that you were assigned, in your professional work, the skills that you developed through your volunteering activities helped you to give you an edge in your work. So how did you find it helpful doing volunteering activities in your student life and in connection with your professional life?
Yeah, I would say that there are two sides to this story, because on one hand, all of those experiences really help you structure your life in a way. because you have to, keep focus if you want to, finish your studies, lead the projects very well, and of course also have a good social life and everything. So that helped me a lot, to build this, I would say, organizational skills, but not just organizational skills that I can apply to my professional life, but very much also for my personal life. So this was very, very important. And on the other hand, of course, is the professional aspect of it, which, when you're a student and you start collaborating or working on smaller projects, you learn so many things that you're not even aware of in that moment. You learn about leadership, you learn about management, you learn how to lead financial aspects of projects. You learn how to work in teams, how to lead teams, everything. So you can gain a lot of skills and knowledge while you're not even aware of doing that. So I would really encourage you to take the opportunities that you get to be active outside of your studies. I know they are very time consuming, and I know it takes a lot of energy and everything, but also being active in extracurricular things will help you, try different aspects of different potential careers for you, and you have the time to try a bit everything. So I would really encourage to do that, and you have all the freedom. You can try, see, okay, this works for me, I want to work more on that. This does not work for me, I have tried it, thank you, I will move to the next one. So yeah, this is how I see it.
So, how did you identify your passions and how did they translate into your career path?
Yeah, actually, I was just amazed by how capable we as young people are. When I was collaborating a lot with a lot of peers on various projects, and then after everything finishes and you sit down and see, we have done really an amazing job. I want to do and see more of that. And that then led me into direction that it was me helping other young people starting either their ventures, their projects and things like that. And I always felt so proud after I saw, their progress, and starting just with an idea, a draft on a paper, and then seeing it becoming reality and being it implemented. It's just the most amazing thing that you can witness. And yeah, I would say that this is my main drive and my main passion. And always, sometimes it happens that in a lot, when we have a lot of work and everything, you just get stuck in everything that you have to do and those long to-do lists and everything. And then you sit down and look at the things you have done, and just, yeah, it makes everything worth it. So yeah.
Great. So, how has your, you have an optimistic outlook. So, how has your optimistic outlook helped you overcome challenges and achieve your goals?
Yes, I always say that when anything challenging pops up, I might be dramatic for 3 seconds, and freak out, but not more than 3 seconds. And then I say, okay, chill, Nika. How can we solve or approach this? So I would say that having this optimistic side helps a lot, because I always confront the challenges or everything that comes my way with, why couldn't I be able to do this, or to overcome this? And it helps very much to search for potential solutions and everything, and not to be stuck in the thoughts of, oh my God, how am I gonna get out of this, or how am I gonna approach this, or whatever. But just, okay, let's think about the potential ways to do it. So I would say that it takes a lot of pressure and the burden of overthinking about the challenge, and gives me more time to think about the solutions and how to approach it.
That is true. That is absolutely amazing. And how can like so okay, before going to another question, very interesting project that you worked on, we would like to know about is you were involved with the global shepherds community. So can you share about like what it is, and as a vice curator or curator, what was your roles and skills that you developed, and the objective, or how global shepherds community um, is creating impact, say for example in your community that you work with, and the importance of being involved with that kind of initiative or activities.
Yeah, I always say that the Global Shapers community is one of the most amazing ones that I had the privilege to be a part of, because shapers are young people who were recognized to have potential for future leadership roles in the society. Every year there is a global gathering in Geneva, and the moment you see 500 like-minded people, all young people in the same place, and you see the ideas that come out of those 3 days together, collaborations, friendships, it leaves you without words. And yeah, for my role, I don't know if you know how Global Shapers community is structured, but basically it's a network of hubs in different cities around the world. So basically, I was the vice curator and then the curator of Koper Hub, so the city where I studied in Slovenia. And yeah, that role basically gives you again the responsibility to lead your hub and to provide other global shapers that are a part of the hub with different opportunities, opportunities to grow, opportunities to create, support them with different project ideas and things like that. Yeah. So again, a big responsibility, but very, very much rewarding.
Great, wonderful. And tell us about your like current role that you're doing right now. um, so you're working with social impact award. So tell us about your responsibilities and skills that are must to have to perform well in that role, and your experiences and the impact that you are creating or your organization is creating in your community or in your country.
Yes, again, Social Impact Award is another amazing community that I instantly fell in love with. So, Social Impact Award basically empowers young people to make a difference all around the world. And we do so by hosting various local events, organizing workshops on social entrepreneurship, and running incubation program to help young people start their ventures. How this story started is that basically first I was leading the program in Slovenia. We started this program in Slovenia in 2020, so right during the corona. It was very challenging, but still it didn't stop young people from creating and working on their ventures. Um, yeah, so I started as a country coordinator for Social Impact Award in Slovenia, and then last April, I joined the international team as partnerships and events lead, where I am now, as I said already in the beginning, in charge of international partnerships, which means that I either search for new potential partnerships, collaborate with existing partners, have to take care of all the partnership relationships and everything. And on the other hand, also I'm in charge of our events, which happen worldwide because we have over 20 countries in our network. So yeah, it's a very, I would say, a colorful job, but very, very rewarding. I also have this privilege to travel a lot, to meet a lot of people, to have friends all over the world. So yes, it's amazing. And again, I want to highlight the community of young people. It's just amazing, and we come together once every year at the end of November. It always happens in a different country, but when you see again around 300 people from our community coming together, all having their great ideas on how to, start their own businesses, but
Mm.
also not think about just the profit, but how to leave an impact and do something good either for society or environment or both. It just leaves you without words.
Great. Can you tell us about what are the key skills and experiences needed for a career in social impact?
I would say that don't limit yourself with any required skills or anything. I would say that first requirement is just the curiosity, because it's how I entered this world. I am, again, I'm a translator by profession, so I have no background in social entrepreneurship or entrepreneurship at all. I learned by doing and by researching and by being curious. So there are no specific requirements you need to have to enter this field. Just yeah, be curious, go to different events, research online. We have thousands of webinars. You have different articles. You have so many amazing communities in the field of both entrepreneurship and then also social entrepreneurship. So yeah, there are no, I don't have a list for you. You need this in order to enter this field. Just be curious and don't limit yourself with anything. I always tend to do that sometimes, saying, oh my God, I'm, a young woman in this field. I have no academic background. Uh, this didn't stop me. I'm now doing my MBA, being a translator. So, everything is
Mm,
open for you. Just don't limit yourself.
definitely. So, how can young people identify causes they care about and get involved in making a difference?
I would say that just think about your surroundings at first. When I lead our idea generation workshops, for example, I always want to show young people that each and every one of us can generate an idea and work on a business idea. There is no need for you to be born under a lucky star or anything to become an entrepreneur. It's just you have to sit down and think first about your surrounding, about your environment. What does bother you in your, let's say, in your neighborhood? You recognize the things. I don't know. Is there pollution? Is there, I don't know, waste that bothers you? Is there that some people don't have access to something that you see that everybody should have access to, and things like that? And from there, we start developing ideas. But it's very easy. I mean, it may seem difficult and oh my God, but I don't have the necessary skills to be an entrepreneur. Everybody has that, really, everybody. You just need to sit down, maybe be a little bit guided in the beginning, but once you see that you get so many ideas just by sitting and thinking about your neighborhood, your environment. Every one of us can have their own venture. So yeah.
Definitely. So, you also have experience as a ski instructor.
Yes.
Ski. Okay. So, how have your experiences as a ski instructor translated to your leadership and teamwork skills?
Yeah, also, this whole story started when I was 3 years old. Basically, my parents put me on skis and said, okay, try and ski. I did it, and I'm still doing it now. When I was 16 years old, I got my first ski instructor license, and now it's over 10 years that I have been teaching um, basically young kids from 3 to 18 years of age. And this has helped me a lot in, again, giving myself the responsibility and structure in my life, because you need to prepare everything for your ski instructor classes, how you're going to work with the group that you get. Are they, I don't know, 3 years old? Are they 10 years old? Are they 18 years old? Because you always need a different approach, and you need to prepare a plan what you're going to work on with them. So yeah, I would say this part. And on the other hand, it for sure is you're responsible for a group of young people. You're responsible for their needs. You're responsible for their well-being. You're responsible for them having good time, and you're responsible for them learning. So you have to always navigate and try to find the right balance between being funny, carefree, and informal on one hand, and on the other hand being very structured, being serious, responsible, and make them learn the knowledge. Why? And this is the reason why they are there for. So I would say that finding balance between being serious and between having good time.
Yep, definitely. And like these days, the alarming things around the world is young people or students are wasting time. Like by investing their time, by being in in social medias. If it is impactful, it's good. But if it's not, just surfing and stuff, it is not good, because it actually has a detrimental effect on health. So like that actually leads to like less active participation in sports, or exercise, or like keeping themselves fit, or like focusing on like maintaining a good health or healthy life. Like health is important, because like when we are young, or students are it's at the age of their like at their young age, initially like the effect on health, we cannot determine it or cannot feel it, but later on we feel, if we like lead an unhealthy lifestyle, and like put in wasting time on social medias, and like not maintaining, like there is a like recent research findings on like the secret source of happiness. So if I summarize it, it's like like people who have a good relationship with their relatives, with their neighbors. So like, can you imagine that like secret source to happiness is that like you go with people in person, talk with them, or having good time with your family members, relatives, or neighbors. So this is very important. But like too much time on social media would like destroy this happiness or opportunity to maintain a personal or in-person like communities communication. So what do you think, how can sports participation contribute to personal and professional development?
I would say that first that it makes you work on is the discipline. So the discipline in both your personal and professional life, because I can see how I apply everything that I learned doing sports when I was young now to my professional life. And the first thing I would highlight is the discipline. So the discipline, when you have an objective and you have to work towards it, you just maintain the focus and work on it as long as you achieve it. Of course, this doesn't mean that you don't have the social life, that you don't go to parties or whatever. No, it just means that you can structure your days in a way that you can both excel in your professional as in your personal life. So this is for sure the most important thing. And also I would highlight the the importance of doing sports. I can also speak from my personal experience. We may sometimes think, but I'm so tired. I don't have the energy. I don't know, to go to gym, to do a workout, to go for a walk or anything. And it's very easy to fall in this trap, Yes, I'm going to do it tomorrow and etc., etc. But the benefits it has on our well-being, it's amazing. I mean, I can see for myself, I have burned out 3 times until I was basically 28 years old already. And it took me 3 times to happen before I really sat down myself and said, okay, I need to take care of myself, because if I don't take care of myself, I cannot take care of my business, of my job, and of my personal life and anybody else. So it's really important that we take time for ourselves, and it's just such a small percentage of our days that make such a difference then in the end. And now I see, if I take and reserve those 2, 3, 4 hours per week, it's just an amazing difference in the end on how I can think, how I can work. So yeah, I would say think about all the aspects of doing sports, and not just thinking about being a burden for you to be fit. It's much, much more than that.
Definitely. So, if you summarize, what would be your advice for the students? Like who are currently studying in the universities. Like sometimes some of them don't know. Whatever their major is, what would be the potential career sector or paths they can explore after the graduation. So in that case,
Hmm.
how, so it's important that before graduation, they decide what they want to do initially, at least, and based on that they can like make themselves future ready, prepare themselves with some information, knowledge, or skills, basic skills. So, based on your experiences so far, what advice would you give to the students who are currently studying at the universities? The importance of developing some skills, like keep up to date with the trends or world is going, and some life lessons or skills they should have.
Yeah, I can again speak from my experience. I always laugh when I remember the situation when I had to choose the faculty I want to study at after high school, and I was just sitting in the kitchen crying and saying to my mom, I don't know what I want to do in life. And I just chose the faculty for what I could do best in that moment, which was learning new languages. It was very easy for me, and I was also interested in that, but I wasn't sure if that is the final direction for my career that I want to pursue. And I said, okay, I will go in this direction and see what happens. As you can see today, this is not my final direction at all. So I would say that first, choose what feels best for you in that moment, and don't overwhelm yourself with, okay, now I have chosen this. This is what I have to do for the rest of my life. If if it comes that way to you and you see, yes, I want to do this, perfect. But if not, it's not the end of the world. You have so many possibilities today. You can do so many other, I don't know, courses, studies, also study later on. You see, I'm a student again. So I'm going to be 30 years old and I'm studying again. I'm in my first year. So you have so many possibilities, so please just don't limit yourself. This would be my first suggestion to you. And yeah, besides that, now you have the perfect time to explore all different careers, opportunities, explore the events that are happening around you, explore any, I don't know, smaller roles that pop up that you can take over, and just ways to collaborate on different projects, different things, because this can give you an insight in what a potential career could be for you. And you can try it out. And as I said, you can see if it works for you, then you can explore it further. If not, you can say, okay, I have tried this one. It was not for me. I will move on to the next one. So, yeah, do not limit yourself and explore and take opportunities that come your way.
Absolutely. And like this is the thing that you kept mentioning that that like when we say, oh, I need to develop these skills, I have to do this, like 10 skills I should develop. So if we limit ourselves with specific skills, so we may miss other important skills that may help along our way. So this is very important that if I say that opportunities there it is everywhere, but it is us who should focus and look forward to it, and we'll definitely grab it one by one, or the opportunity we need or we see would benefit us or will take us to a different level of place. So this is very important. So thank you, Nika, for your amazing stories, lessons, and advice. It's very simple. Anyone from anywhere, they will find it important, and they will find it easier to follow and develop. So yeah, on behalf of the School of Entrepreneurship Development, we'd like to convey our gratitude and best wishes for your future endeavors. And if you see in any way we can collaborate, it would be great for us. And happy Women's Day.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much also for inviting me. It was an extreme pleasure to be here, and I'm also very grateful to bring a small piece of Slovenia also to Bangladesh. And can I share my email in the chat? Will they see it or not? If not, you can share it later.
Yeah, we will share post regarding if anyone wants to communicate with you, they can
Exactly.
communicate. Yeah, definitely.
You can always reach out to me if you have anything to talk about, if you just want to chat, if you need any, I don't know, guidance, or if I can help you in any way, please feel free to reach out to me via either email or LinkedIn. So yeah, I would be happy to do so.
Definitely, that would be great, because students, they should reach out to people, it should be a proactive ways. If they find it, oh, I want to know these skills from you, how did you develop? So it can help them with doing networking and learning new things. So they have to smart and have to have the thirst for knowledge. So this is very important.
Exactly. And
So thank
also
you so
having,
much, Nika,
yes,
and
so I just wanted to
yeah,
add this. Um,
yeah.
Having mentors also in your life is very, very important. So when you get the chance, always take it and collaborate with your mentors, because they can give you insights and knowledge about, either it can be professional or personal life, but it gives you so many benefits that take those chances when you get it. Yes. Now I won't talk anymore.
Great.
Thank you
No,
so
no,
much
totally
again.
all right. This is a great opportunity, and have a good day, and we will keep in touch.
Thank you so much, and I wish you a nice weekend too.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye.